is it perfect timing, or was it your track record, or because you haven't even got a maiden resource yet? So, you know, what are people buying into? What are they seeing?
Look, I think it's a combination of all of those factors, and the benefit of being private for that 3 years was the preparation of the company, and being able to do that initial drilling. We've de-risked it geologically straight off the bat, so we're not stepping into a greenfields exploration play. It's brownfield. It's almost resource definition straight off the bat. We're able to be on the ground on day one of listing drilling. We achieved some phenomenal results. We knew where to drill. We knew where the extensions would go, and we've since found more of those extensions as part of that drill program. So, you know, we were fully permitted, and we had all those boxes already ticked. We'd done all that work as a private company. So on day one of the ASX listing, hit the ground running. It's been a steady flow of results. And look, we've now announced 27 holes into the market since inception. So those first 17 that we drilled privately, we've drilled another 10 since, and we're in the current drilling program now, and we'll start to see those results come through soon. But all of those 27 holes have all hit gold mineralisation. So myself as a geologist, I've never been involved in a project where you always miss at some point in time. So far we haven't missed. You know, arguably every hole's got a mineable width of gold mineralisation in it, and some of them got some world-class exceptional drill intercepts. So I think that's a function of all that groundwork that was done as a private company, and gave us the momentum to have achieved really good success as soon as we hit the market. And the other thing is now we've been able to demonstrate the potential scale of this deposit. I mean, it's located in a fantastic location. We have access to infrastructure. There's a port 50 kilometres away where our guys stay. So it's starting to tick all these boxes. We don't have issues with altitude. We won't have issues with water because we can take water from the ocean. All these things. So a lot of that type of risk is already taken out of this project, and I think the market's starting to realise that, and give us a valuation. And I think still, when you look at some of the peers in the ASX with Australian assets, we're still pretty lowly valued compared to some of the other companies that are out there without a resource.
Well, that's what's intriguing me about the way that you've gone about it, because I worked in private equity in another life, and then moved into the public markets, and the way you've gone about it is attractive in the sense that where did you get the money from during the private phase, from 17 through to 20? Friends and family? So the founders, a little bit from friends and family and high net worth guys through our private network, and the initial funding came through the founders of the company. And Jeff McNamara has been a great supporter of the concept and the project and the team, and Sergio and myself. So, and Jeff's also got a background in the finance industry and private equity. So, there's some strong networks there that we're able to draw upon to fund the company privately for that initial funding. But, that's not to say that it didn't have its hiccups along the way, as these things always do. And it probably took us a little longer than expected to get the company listed. But again, we've stepped into some fortuitous timing. And we've also been able to attract the investment of a couple of decent-sized Chilean family offices. So we have some local Chilean investment on our register as well, and they've followed their money in on the listing and on the recent capital raising as well. So we've got a really good, strong register of long-term support, and a majority of our initial seed investors are still on the register. It's I'm very interested in the way you've gone about it, because most companies who are sitting at market caps much lower than yours, who've gone public immediately and are going through the kind of anguish of raising capital to do some of the things you've already done within the private phase. And it's a different process. It's a different risk profile to the capital. It's a different type of money. So the money you've raised prior to going public sounds like smart money, people who know what they're doing, and you have got to back yourself
or risk losing face, I guess, with people, like high net worth and family offices. So,
yeah, and look, there's been, we've put our own personal money into this company as well, and that's sort of got us up that learning curve of what the project was and how we think it's going to plan out. And I think we've gone through it very methodically. We've been able to map out and spell out to our investor base what we're going to do. We've executed well. We're very lucky that we've got a superb team in country that's able to carry out the work. And, I don't think we oversell anything. We just let the project speak for itself. And, there's an old adage in the exploration game, if the exploration geos can't kill it, then it's probably a good project. And essentially that's what we task our guys to do on the ground, kill the project. And if it doesn't die, then it'll keep going along and through the development phase into production. And ultimately that's what our big game is to take this through to production, hence the location, the size and scale of and grade of deposit that we're sort of targeting here. It's not inconceivable that a company our size can take one of these projects through to production.